Hi, one of you guys are doing well. We are back with another What's Sold on eBay video. This should be, I think, 47 sales or something like that over the course of a 3 or 4 day period here on eBay from the eBay store. Definitely some higher dollar items, and of course the bread and butter, the smalls, the stuff that keeps the store moving. I'm definitely happy with the good mix here. First one's pretty cool as well. For those of you who might be new, my name is Cameron. I go by Cam, the channel Flashback Finds. We are a part-time eBay seller. My wife and I, we buy stuff at garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, whatever it is. Try to buy it at a lower price and then flip it on eBay for some profit. It's been really awesome. It's been a blessing to the family, and hopefully you'll learn something in the video to use in your own business. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off, we have a Mattel Toho 19-inch Godzilla figure. This thing is pretty big. It's actually missing a hand. I think it's missing there's on the back of the head, there's like a little latch that works the tongue or whatever. So the tongue can come out. That's damaged. This thing is definitely in rough shape, but did still sell for $100 on a best offer. We got it in a big bundle of stuff we got from Storage Unit Guy. I will say, if you find this, or if you just find the little hand, it like shoots out of the arm or whatever, I guess. Those things sell pretty well by themselves if you can just find that one piece. So definitely look out for it. Old Godzilla stuff does well, especially from the 70s. And this one went for $100. And then next we have, this is not a great sale. This is an Adventures with Eddie book set. You can tell by the photos the listing is old. I do show you guys everything that sells, so I want to show you the bad too. This one is a little book set. It sold for $4.49. It shipped out for $2.80 medium mail. It came in a big book buy we got for, I think, $100, and it was a whole church was getting rid of all their books and their library and stuff, and these were in there. So they finally sold. Wasn't really a great buy though. Here's one that was a little better, Radio Shack Getting Started. This is a little manual here. It came from a big Radio Shack manual buy, and there were like a bunch of Tandy stuff, all kinds of books. This one sold for $14.39. Not a ton, but it goes out for $2.80 shipping, and we end up making, $8 or $9 when it's all said and done. Across ATX Champagne White Ballpoint pen. I got 2 of these cross pens in the box for $1 each, maybe $2 each. I don't remember. Was that a garage sale? That was the only thing I bought there. I remember that. And the first one I think sold for about $30 right away on a best offer. This one's been up for quite a few months now, but it finally sold for a best offer of $30 as well. Look out for the cross pens. Not all of them are worth a ton, but if you can find them in the box and they're cheap enough, might be worth your time. This person actually bought 2 items. This is Air Combat for PS1, $10 shipped on that one. And they also bought Twisted Metal 4 for the PlayStation 1, $10 on that one, or $20 on that one. So $30 all in. And I ended up shipping them out first class, and we did get good feedback. Love when you get those multi-item orders. Here's a Williams Sonoma Nordic Ware Easter Bunny 3D cake pan. It was in the original pack, like some original plastic. I don't know if that's how it was shipped or what, but it was still in there. I ended up selling it for $35 on the best offer. It did ship out for around like 13 or 14 bucks FedEx. Came in a big bundle from Storage Unit Guy as well. So I was happy to get rid of it. It's not even Easter, so I guess someone was looking for it, but definitely happy that that one moved on. A 1993 Chevy truck G van model service manual. Not super desirable, it appears. Took a best offer of $15 on this one and ended up shipping out for I think $3 or $4 medium mail shipping, and we made a few dollars on it. Again, we're kind of at the lower end manuals that are left, so we're happy to move them on. A Spark Blockbuster rental. Game Spark's the DVD, but it's in the Blockbuster case. I've found that some people, I don't know if they collect these Blockbuster cases or what, but someone ended up buying this one, so I actually put that it was a Blockbuster rental in the title. This one sold for $13 shipped. It came in a big DVD buy that we had. A pink Taggies Elephant Little Plush. This is like a little thing for like a baby, I guess. We got it for $1 and it sold for $11.89. Free shipping. It was really light. It went out like probably $3 or $4. This one's awesome. This was $10. It's a My Great Recipe card set. So $10 in on this one. All the cards are actually brand new sealed. So it's complete and they're all sealed cards. So definitely a great setup here. This one sold for $130 shipped. Was a little heavy. Shipped out, I want to say, for about 19 bucks FedEx. But I went to Idaho or something like that. Somewhere fairly close. But we were only in it for 10 bucks. And the lady was buying it for her grandma. I guess she used to have one when she was younger, but somehow it got lost or broken or whatever. They lost them, and she wanted to buy this as a replacement, so that one went out to her. Happy with that. The Witches, these sales are from about a month ago, so right up into, it's almost Halloween when these sales are happening, like a couple days before. Someone bought this, The Witches film, so I'm not surprised it went out. Sold for $13.99. Nick Jr., Little Bill. This is like a little kid show. It sold for $20 shipped just for the VHS itself. Lord of the Rings Special Edition. This is a Gandalf action figure. This one sold for $28 shipped. I think we're in it for a couple bucks. Finally sold on a 20% off sale for $28. It cost around $10 to ship it out. Here's a really cool sale. This is golf clubs, guys. I encourage you to learn about golf clubs if you have the time. You can make good money. This is a King Cobra Transition S set. It's got some hybrid clubs in there as well. This one sold for $190 shipped. I was in this set for about 25 bucks. I was at an estate sale. They had like 4 or 5 different sets. Each were 25. I grabbed 2 of them. This one and I think was it a ping set? I don't remember, but another set, and then I bought a bunch of individual clubs that were $3 each. We're going to end up selling, I think, around $500 worth of clubs when it's all said and done. And we were in the whole thing for, I want to say, $80-something with some other stuff that I bought. So really good deal. This one sold for $190 on the best offer. Shipping wasn't too bad. I think it was like 19 or 20 bucks to ship at UPS. A Sony, this is a PS3, PS2 DJ Hero, like the little turntable dongle here. This one sold for $23 shipped. Always look out for the PlayStation Guitar Heroes or Rock Band dongles or whatever they are. They end up selling pretty well. We got 23 bucks. A Disneyland Varsity. This is a double XL, like a hooded jacket, Varsity style. This one sold for $72 on a 20% off sale. So it's been up for a little while, but still got 72 bucks on it. I want to say it was $5 at an estate sale. Experiencing the Depths of Jesus Christ. This is a book here from a big book buy we had for 10 bucks. This one sold for $9 shipped. Here is one of those sales that just is kind of embarrassing, but it's a Thomas Dean long sleeve shirt. Sold for $8.24, 25% off. This one's been up for a long, long time. I used to lower the price on stuff, and I would just bulk lower the price like 10% or whatever I would end up doing each time to try to get stuff to move. I wouldn't run sales back then. I was obviously a newer seller, but now I'm running sales on top of that. Well, a lot of these old items had already been lowered the price pretty significantly, and then I'm now running a 25% off sale, and then ended up bringing it down to $8.24. This one shipped out for $4 and some change. We may have made a little bit of money. I don't even remember what I paid. I think $1 in a estate sale or something. So that one, I'm happy to see it out of here, though. It's been up too long. This is called the Liberator. It's a Merlot heart-shaped pillow. It's, I guess, to get you in certain positions in the bedroom or whatever. I had to list it because my friend that I buy from, he goes, I bet you this won't sell. And I'm like, I bet you that will sell. And so I ended up listing it. It was new. I listed it as used because it wasn't in the packaging, but it was like perfect shape. There's nothing on it. It was in a nice bag and everything. So it sold for $50 shipped. The person was happy to get it, I guess. Blinx, the Time Sweeper Xbox game, sold for $15 shipped. I think that was $2 at a thrift store. The Senate Guard, this is a Star Wars action figure from 2011. So not that old. I found that the mid-2000s to around 2012 or so are the Star Wars figures that I've had the best luck with, aside from the 70s ones. A lot of the 90s ones, not really that desirable, it seems, or not super sellable. But these 2000 ones, some of them do well. $30 shipped on this guy, was brand new. Here's a Panasonic PNLC 1056 docking little Cradle charging station here. This one sold for $9.59. I found that on these Panasonic ones, usually they're around $10 shipped. So if you buy a set and you can get 3 or 4 of those, you can get about $10 each for those. So not bad. SNOWLAND women's faux fur boots size. I thought it looked pretty cool. Got them for $5 at a garage sale, but they've been up for a while. Don't think they're super, like, people really know about what they are or how to even search for them. They ended up selling for $33.74 on a 25% off sale. So we made some money on them, but definitely took a while to sell. Pilot ABs and Rarities CD from the Rock and Roll Buy, $12.74 shipped. Not too bad for a CD. This is, I guess, a historical view of psychology by Robert Guthrie. Even the Rat Was White. This is from 1976. It sold for $80 shipped. Here is a Sanyo DVD. This is a DVW 7200 DVD player combo with the remote and the instructions. Super nice. Some yellowing to the top of the unit. That was not the best part about it, but this one was $10 at an estate sale. This one did work nicely, and it sold for $80 shipped. I do test them out, and I've actually had some success lately, guys, with
If you have a VCR that won't work, the VCR side, or the VCR is just a VCR, it won't work, it's spitting out the tape, or the tape's getting stuck, I recommend opening up the little, there's usually like a little cover, you can open it up, get inside there, and clean the little VCR head that spins. Clean it up. I've had some success, probably 3 or 4 now that wouldn't work. I cleaned them up. You can go online, people kind of show you how to do it, but went on there and I fixed them, and now they're working. This one wasn't one of those cases, but some have, and I've sold them, got good feedback. So I recommend, if you have one and it's just the VCR part that won't work, maybe try that and see if you could, get it working. Maybe be able to make a couple extra bucks rather than throwing it away or donating it or whatever. So $80 shipped on that one. A Resistol, this is a 3X Beaver hat. It's a 6 3/4 inch, so it's a bit of a smaller cowboy hat. It finally sold for $76.49. I got it for, I got 3 hats, I want to say, for like $30 or $35. One sold for 70, one sold for 50, and this one finally sold for 76. So pretty cool. This one, not a great sale either. I feel like that's the trend with some of these sales today, so I apologize. But this is a Wrangler women's fleece. This is a size large. It's like got little horses kind of across like the chest area right here. And this one sold for a best offer of 20 shipped. It's been up for a long time. We were in it for, I want to say, $5. Shipping was a padded flat rate at around $9. So we made a little bit of money, I guess, but not really worth the time. Happy to move it on. In a Isuzu Trooper Amigo Rodeo rear wheel repair manual. This one sold for $20 shipped, just for the manual itself on a best offer. Here's a Durango FR100 Wellington Farm Ranch leather cowboy boots. These ones I got for $5 from one of my sources at a sale he had. They were in really great shape. A couple little marks on the sole, but for the most part pretty good. Sold for $55 shipped on that one, full price. Here's a Pier 1 ornament. It's like a big one. It's like this big. It was from 2002. This one was $1 at a garage sale. I ended up selling for $20 shipped. I have a couple of those ones, I think, of the same one. Microsoft Xbox 360. This is like the media remote. Sold for $10. Sold really quick as well, but $10 shipped on that one. Those just go in a bubble mailer. I put a little bubble wrap around them, throw them in a bubble mailer, and they ship out, usually for $3.50 or somewhere around there. An OEM Canon Pixma ink lot. This is all the yellow, the magenta. They're all brand new sealed boxes, except for one. It's just a loose cartridge, but it's still sealed with the plastic. Got all this ink from one of my sources. I think I paid $5. It was all in like a bag, kind of jumbled all together. I didn't even know how much I had. There was like instructions in there for the printer. It was all mixed in. But I ended up selling just this ink for $50, and we have another bit of ink that was in there as well that we should be able to sell here pretty soon. Here's a Leapfrog Leap Reader pen. These always do well. $20 shipped. It sold, I want to say, in 2 days. This one I didn't have any books to test it with, but I powered it on, clicked the buttons, make sure they were talking, and seemed to be working. Charged it up and everything, and that one sold for $20. Full Frontal Attack by the Kings of the Sun CD sold for $12.74 as well. That one was from the Rock and Roll Buy. This was an item that I was happy that it sold, but I really was overpriced on this, and it took forever. These are some like Christmas cards. They're like funny ones, kind of like poking fun at things. There, 3 of them were brand new sealed. One was opened, but most of the cards were there. This one sold for $41.24 on a 25% off sale. Not a surprise. We're kind of approaching Christmas, so someone wanted it, but they've been up for at least a year and a half, probably longer than that. So, but $41.24 shipped out for around $12. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. This GameCube game sold for $35 shipped. I kept getting offers. People would message me, would you sell this game for $20? Would you sell this game for $22? And I'm like, no, I'll just leave it where it is. And eventually it finally sold for $35 shipped. Niken 3DX. This is a hybrid club here. This one sold for $28 shipped. It sold in 20% off sale. On the clubs, I'm usually wanting to be like 25 is like the lowest I want to be, but I'd really rather be around 28 plus, because then if you ship it out for around 10 or 11, you're still looking at $16-17, maybe $18, and then you subtract your fees and your buy costs, and hopefully you're still making at least $10 profit. When you start getting into a $20 club or like an $18 club or whatever, you're really not leaving yourself any room. So that's really the lowest I want to be at. I got $28 on that one. The Driving Zone 2. This is like a training thing for, I guess, a young driver. I got like 4 of these. They're brand new sealed. One finally sold for $12. We're in them for, I want to say, $4 for all of them. They were $1 each. I thought they might do better. We've only sold one so far for $11.99. So we did make some money, because we probably made all of our money back. maybe $1 or so, but we'll see if the other ones ever sell. San Francisco 49ers. This is a cool hat. It's a 5-time Super Bowl champion hat. I got 4 hats that are all Super Bowl champion hats for the 49ers, all for 50 cents each at a garage sale. One already sold for $100. It was brand new with tags. And then I think I sold another one for around 60 or 70 on a best offer. This one for 75. And I think we have one left, hoping to get around 50 to 75 for that one. But really great deal on all the hats. Here's a Halston's 3.9 ounce cologne. The spray doesn't have the little top on it, I think, but this one sold for $25. Came in a big bundle of the cologne with all the Chloe stuff that we got. There was Halston, there's some Chanel. It was all vintage stuff, and this one sold for $25 shipped. It had to go out parcel select or whatever, so shipping was like $11 or $12. So we made a little bit on it, but at least it moved on. The other, the Chloe perfume did really well from that buy. That's where we made a ton of money, and then we're going to do well on the Chanel stuff, and some of the other stuff should do well. Here's a Star Wars Greedo figure, another one of those ones from the 2000s. This one sold for $26.59. Ships out first class. Sold a Polaroid. For those of you who remember Retrospect, they used to always buy these. They did not buy this one, but this one sold for $25 shipped. It's a Polaroid one-step close-up. I shipped these with some bubble wrap and put them in a padded flat rate. I know some people are a little not really cool with that, but I've had no issues so far. So it sold for $25. You ended up spending about $8 on the shipping, and you can make a few bucks on the Polaroid still. Some of the other models don't sell at 25. They might sell at 22 or 20 or whatever. So there's still some money there. Not what it used to be, but if you have them, it might be worth listing. Here's one of those bread machine, the Hitachi HB101. It also fixes, this one's from an HB B101. That's the model, but there are a couple different ones it'll work with. This one sold for $33.24, and I still have one more of these left. Here's a Disney Store Nightmare Before Christmas. It's got Jack all over the front of it. This one sold for $13.29. Ships out first class. I sent a lot of offers out to watchers, so that was one of these ones that they accepted. And lastly, guys, a Star Wars The Force Unleashed PlayStation 3 game sold for $10 shipped. This game always sells for around $10. Sells pretty easily for me usually, so I grab it when I can find it. And it ships out first class, $3 something to ship it out first class in the bulk mailer. So that's it though, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I apologize. There's always like a stack of junk that I'm working on. Those are all games that just go into the wholesale lots because they're in DVDs and stuff that aren't worth listing. And there's a couple of systems there that we have to test. So thank you guys though. I appreciate it. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you enjoy the time with your family. If you're watching this, I'm doing the video on Wednesday. I don't know when you're watching it, but Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So hope everyone has a wonderful time. And hopefully sales are great. I know sales for me have really picked up the past couple days here that now that we're kind of approaching that Black Friday time, and looks like the people are starting to go to that online shopping. So I'm hoping it will continue because I want to see the 18, 20 sale days. Those are awesome. So I'm hoping to keep that up for the rest of the month. And yeah, that's all I got for you right now, guys. Thank you again. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Take care.